Imagine a system where a decision made as early as secondary school shapes a student's academic trajectory. This is the reality in Nigeria. Subject streaming, while intended to align students' strengths with their career paths, often creates barriers. Welcome to the research table. I am Obiagili Ekunwa, a researcher at CSEA, and today I am here to discuss my research on the impact of subject streaming in Nigeria's secondary schools. The idea behind subject streaming is it's a practice in Nigeria secondary schools. When students are in their first year of senior secondary school, they are placed into one of three streams, which is the arts, the social sciences, or the sciences. The idea behind this system is to prepare them for the WAEC examination, as well as to prepare them for higher education based on what they want to study in the future. The concept math gap is a term that actually explains that when students are having different curriculum, in the sense like the science student have their subjects they have to take, the social science student have the subjects they have to take, and the science student. So these differences in the classes restrict some of them from taking some certain subjects. So in the sense of like science students, they have the opportunity to take calculus, which is basically for the mathematics, while social sciences and arts students don't have that opportunity because it's not part of the subject they do have to take. So given that the math knowledge across students between these fields or into these streams are not the same, so limiting some people's ability to perform advanced math compared to the other. I had the opportunity to talk to a lot of economics graduates from Nigerian university just to learn about their experience while enrolled in the program. And I saw like there were some students coming in from the science stream who went ahead to study economics, and they were science, social science and arts students who ended up studying economics. But the problem was that those in the science stream had more math background, and they were able to perform well in the classes when they were enrolled at the university compared to the social science and art student. There is also social hierarchy, and the idea behind this is people usually perceive those placed in the science stream to be smarter compared to those placed in art and social science stream. So this stereotype kind of negatively impacts this students at that point and their future academic trajectory. All students are basically affected in the sense that students in the science streams are restricted from taking classes like literature, government, economics, and all these classes could give them a perspective and knowledge they need if they need to change their path later on in the future. And in the terms of like arts or social science students, they have the same limitation where they can take classes like further maths, chemistry, physics. And if they decide to also change later on in the future, it's kind of hard for them to understand those subjects because they have the poor foundation. Nigeria has been using a model, or is trying to incorporate a model in which it values inclusive education. So the idea behind inclusive education is giving every child or everyone the opportunity to learn what should be learned, whether STEM or non-STEM. So they have the interdisciplinary approach to be able to solve problems as they enter into the job markets. One of the main findings from our research is that early specialization of students can actually limit their learning ability as they are not able to explore as much classes as they should. We also found out about Nigerian inclusive education approach, in which they are trying to allow students to take classes from diverse streams. For instance, students in the art stream could take courses from the science stream, so which gives them the ability to take classes like economics, further maths, geography, and physics, instead of just taking classes within their streams. In conclusion, we recommend that reform should be backed up by data, and students in secondary school should be provided with career guidance and counseling to direct them to the right classes they need to take for their future careers.